Morning everybody. Today on Emma's Snippets I wanted to talk to you about authenticity. Now, like me or loathe me, one of the things I get told a lot is that I'm incredibly authentic. Now that's taken quite a lot of work. Being authentic isn't easy. It's not one of those things you wake up one day and you're like, do you know what, I'm just going to be myself from now on, because the fears and the voices and the learned experiences and manners and everything you've been taught as a kid tells you that no, you can't behave like that. You'll get on people's nerves, or you'll be too much, or you'll be not enough, or that's not how you get by in life, or just that's not how you're seen, that's not how you should behave, that's not appropriate, blah, 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 blah. And I'm here to tell you that being authentic is absolutely key, completely necessary if you want to live your life in that way where you feel completely content and calm in yourself. When you avoid that rubbing feeling where everything around you is just not quite right, everything's just grating ever so slightly. That feeling, that rub, that's because you're living outside of your core values. That's because you're living outside of your own belief system. And that means you're not being authentic. Now, the thing is with being authentic, it's one of those things. It's like one of the questions I often ask is, do you really know what confidence is? Do you really know what resilience is? Authenticity is the same. A lot of people aren't able to explain what authentic is and what is authentic in them. So one of the things that has come up recently with a chat with another coach, and we were talking about all this, was this idea that, being authentic is not about knocking the you out of you. It's not about figuring out what parts of you work for you and then ditching the rest. It's nothing like that at all. It's about understanding who you are, mastering who you are, and then using it to your advantage. Really, really cringy, really, really cringy. But the only thing you've got that no one else has is you. So you might as well own it, right? And being authentic means not being rude, not being dispolite. Is that even a word? I don't even know it's a word. I don't think it is a word, but let's make it a word. Not being dispolite, not being cruel. It's not saying the first thing that comes to your mind regardless of the impact to other people, but it's just about living within yourself without apology. If you are a bit brash, be a bit brash. If you're a bit gobby, be a bit gobby. You don't have to set out to hurt people, but you can set out to be yourself. And if you find yourself constantly second guessing, how you're behaving, have I said too much? Have I said not enough? Am I this? Am I that? Am I too small? Am I too big? If you're constantly trying to figure out your position in any kind of social dynamic, whether it be friends, family, or work, then you're not being authentic. What I like to do with people is work with them to understand what authentic means, because it's an easy word to throw around. It's not an easy word to understand. So what authentic means and what authentic means to you. And then once you understand that, that means understanding your values, your core values, your behaviour, your belief systems, etc., 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 boundaries, rah, rah, rah. Once you've understand all that, how do you live within it? How do you live with it in a way that's comfortable? And when I say comfortable, I don't mean in your comfort zone, because that's restrictive. I mean in a way that allows you to be yourself, to be content in yourself. And that's where the confidence comes in. Because once you're content in yourself, you will trust that if you don't know something or you can't do something, you'll either figure it out or you'll find someone that does. And if you don't know how to deal with a situation, you'll trust that at some point it will become clear and you will figure it out. And that comes from being authentic, and that comes from being confident. These things are all linked. They're all linked. Confidence, being yourself, living without that rub. So if you're intrigued by this and you want to know more, give me a shout. We'll have a Zoom coffee or whatever. I'd also really like to hear what you think authenticity is, because it's different for everybody, and that's okay. So, have a chat with me. I love this stuff. I'll talk to you till the cows come home, and I don't think there's any cows around here, so it'd take them a long time, right? It'd be great to hear from you. So, yeah, snippy out. Be good, kids. Bye.